it's a grief like we haven't experienced before. And that's what I felt in the whole community. It was, no, this can't be.
In October, the rural mountain town of New Meadows, Idaho, population 517, saw its first act of random violence anyone here can remember. A Vancouver, Washington man, John Cody Hart, allegedly shot and killed Rory and Sarah Meehan. It happened in the lobby of the historic Heartland Inn that they owned and operated.
So when I received the call Saturday, I was numb.
The town immediately gathered to mourn these pillars of the community, people they'd known for years.
They were all about people coming together for a common purpose.
Julie Good is the mayor of New Meadows.
How is it that he is free to come into our small, quiet, beautiful community and wreak havoc, not just with the family's life, but with our lives?
When the murders happened, John Cody Hart wasn't supposed to be here on the streets of rural Idaho. He was supposed to be at Western State Hospital in Pierce County, getting treatment ordered by a Washington state judge.
Before Hart made it to Idaho, he was behind bars in Washington, one of about 850 defendants in the state waiting for court-ordered mental health treatment. The legal wait time to go from jail to Western State Hospital is 7 days. But right now, people are waiting longer than ever before, up to 9 months.
John Cody Hart present. If you are, state your date of birth.
September 2nd, 1994, Your Honor.
In Hart's case, he was in the Clark County Jail in Vancouver, charged with assault. Last year, unprovoked, he allegedly attacked an acquaintance. Court records show he strangled the man and tried to rip his eyes out. Deemed incompetent to stand trial, Hart waited 4 months behind bars for a bed at Western State until a judge got fed up.
I simply can't continue to hold him on the expectation that maybe someday they'll come pick him up.
The Department of Social and Health Services, DSHS, kept putting off Hart's admission date to the hospital. Judge Robert Lewis ruled his constitutional rights were being violated and released him in July to wait for a bed at Western State in the community.
I do this with some reluctance as the charges against Mr. Hart are very serious and his motion to release is granted.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Good day.
3 months later, Rory and Sarah Meehan were dead.
It's insulting a little, the reality that this didn't have to happen. It's going to be difficult no matter what, but the way that it happened and the reason that it happened, it just adds a little bit more of a punch to the pain that we're already feeling.
I mean, that's horrible to hear. That's the first I'm hearing about that.
Doctors Thomas Kinlan and Brian Wablinger are senior DSHS officials.
Is that something that weighs heavily on you? Basically, I'm talking about public safety.
Of course. I mean, myself, the entire department, that is a huge concern as well. Again, want to try to get to these orders as quickly as possible.
DSHS says they can't keep up with current demands. Judges are ordering a record number of defendants get help at Western State Hospital.
So we're working as hard as we can. If we can't create extra beds or we can't create staff out of thin air, what can we do to make things work better?
This is a public safety crisis.
Rebecca Vasquez focuses on these cases for the King County Prosecutor's Office. She says the state's problem is this: poor planning and chronic underfunding, creating the worst chaos she's seen.
Our whole community is impacted by not taking care of people with serious behavioral health needs.
Records obtained by King 5 show that in King County, because of the long wait times, judges have dismissed charges including burglary, felony harassment, indecent exposure, hate crimes, and assault with a deadly weapon.
How would you characterize what you're seeing now?
Immense crisis. And the system is years past its breaking point.
DSHS officials say the ultimate goal is to prevent people with mental illness from ever entering the criminal justice system in the first place, and they're working hard to figure that out.
Do you feel like there's hope to turn this around?
I would not be doing this job if I didn't think there was hope. We are thinking innovatively. What can we do differently?
Rory and Sarah were my friends.
Back in rural Idaho, a grief-stricken community has a message for leadership in the state of Washington.
Whatever they can do to make it so this doesn't happen again to another small community, whatever needs to happen, they need to find a way.